everybody, Giovanni here from LG Supply Co. Once again with a badass overview of a badass truck. Right here we have LG 16, which by the time that you're seeing this is live. It's our brand new 2021 Platinum F350 PowerStroke that we wrapped in Satin Titanium Chrome, which is a very, very rare color to come by. Very hard to wrap. Thank you to Cupola Customs down in Brantford, Connecticut. Tom Cupola over there, who also wrapped the satin red chrome truck, and LG 15 satin caramel lust truck. There's a rhythm going here. A lot of satin trucks. But this truck absolutely looks gorgeous in this color. I'm really glad that we went with it. Basically, our goal really was to make it look somewhat like Megatron, really. I mean, that's what I thought when I was like, yeah, satin titanium chrome. And then the amber lights. I mean, it's just an awesome, badass looking truck. There's really no other way to put it. But you can win this truck along with $40,000 in cash. Remember, we were doing $30,000 on top of all of our trucks. We started off doing $10,000, went to $20,000, went to $30,000. Now we're at $40,000. So LG 15 was the start of that. Now from here on out, we're gonna get $40,000 on top of you are gonna get $40,000 on top of your truck that you are literally gonna be signing the title to. No payments, truck is yours, literally yours in full, legally, and just metaphorically. So the truck and the cash are going to go to one very lucky person, and it could be you. But if you don't get entered, you have absolutely no chance to win. So with no further ado, let's get right to it. So the truck is wrapped in satin titanium chrome by Hexus. It is one of the thickest wraps that I have ever seen, one of the thickest wraps that Tom Cupola Customs has ever seen, the hardest wrap he's ever worked with, but at the end of the day, it came out absolutely gorgeous, and it was definitely worth it. It doesn't stretch like normal wrap, it doesn't heat like normal wrap. It's very difficult. If you bring or just go to a wrap installer and say, hey, I want you to do that on my car, whatever the car may be, and they don't know about it, they're gonna say sure, but once they actually go to do it, they're gonna say otherwise. Or if somebody that you go to has done it before and you say to do it, they're probably gonna be like, it's gonna be like 3 or 4 times the price of a normal wrap job, because they know what they're getting into. Either way, awesome, awesome color. We also did color match because the truck is black underneath. It's the Ford metallic black, which means that all the black that we have done on this truck that is not wrapped is color matched in the same metallic black. It's not just regular gloss black. We did the color match grille with a wrap piece right on the top, just the flat part of the grille, just to give it that two-tone contrast right there. Wrapped bumper, painted and wrapped valance, because remember, if you have a textured piece of plastic, you can't just stick wrap to it, so you need to paint it first to actually allow that wrap to stick. So realistically speaking, if somebody were to win this, you were to win this, and you didn't want the wrap anymore, or down the line, 5 years from now, the wrap starts peeling, whatever it may be, you can peel it all off and have a completely murdered out truck. Same thing with all the rest of the trucks that we wrap. We only wrap black trucks because if we are going to buy a black truck and not keep it all painted, we're gonna wrap it. And if we're gonna wrap something, it's gonna be all black. Makes sense. You don't wanna see red on the door jambs when you're opening up the truck that's wrapped up. But anyways, as far as the front end goes, grille's painted, we left the fog light. We did leave some textured plastic on this truck. Again, we wanted to go more badass and make it look more of a just an all around like cool rig and not too show trucky, but at the same time, you can pull up to any show with this thing and show up everybody. So, headlights, as always, we built all of our headlights in-house. That's what we used to do for a living. These headlights are opened up, painted completely gloss black. We painted the reflector gloss black so that you don't have any light shining through there. That's normally an amber LED right there. These are normally white DRLs. We changed those LEDs out for amber LEDs to match the amber OEM LED cab lights. The amber OEM mirror reflectors. Basically just wanted to go with a whole amber LED look on this truck to give it that more, once again, badass look. So I think we really did achieve that here. It looks awesome from the front. I had Tom completely cut out every single one of these letters with a razor blade. So this whole this whole hood is wrapped, and then he cut each of these out individually. It's the small details that matter that nobody really sees. On our giveaway trucks, we don't try and half-ass anything. We go balls to the wall with every single giveaway truck. All of these other giveaway companies out there, they will literally just slap together a truck, call it a day, throw it up for grabs, and that's it. We actually care about what you are going to be receiving. Hence the reason why we are the only ones that are doing anywhere near the amount of cash that we're giving on top of our trucks, because remember, I say this all the time, you do have to pay taxes on your truck, your prize, and no one else really says that except for us. So $40,000 cash is more than enough to cover the taxes that you will have to pay on your prize vehicle. No one else does that. So think about that next time you're entering. Either way, let's continue. So we left the center of the hood black. This was all knifeless taped up by Cupola Customs and peeled up. That's not Nothing on this truck except for this, my bad, is cut with a razor blade. If there's any wrap that is cut, it is done with knifeless tape, so you're not gonna have any knife marks on your paint if you were to ever take off your wrap. It's done the right way. Roof we kept black, so let's just paint it black. Painted emblems, real simple there. Painted, smoothed. Mirrors, we were going to wrap them, but this wrap was way too thick to wrap the caps or the base or the mirrors itself in general. I mean, it's just way, way too thick to wrap anything with this intricate of corners. So we couldn't do it, but either way, it looks awesome in black. Painted handles, wrapped trim, window trim, and of course, tint. We got 5% tint all the way around with a 35% tint on the windshield. It's dark enough to where no one can really see you driving, but you can see out just fine, as long as your eyes are good. Tinted taillights, per usual. Tinted third brake light. Color matched and smoothed tailgate handle and color matched tailgate badge, as well as color matched emblem just like the front. Now we can move on to suspension. Yes, PMF suspension is one of the best companies that sells any type of aftermarket suspension components for Fords, in my opinion. I've been building trucks for quite a while now. I mean, not as long as a lot of people, but enough to know that PMF is one of the top dogs when it comes to aftermarket suspension for Fords. If you're looking for a show truck, a functional truck, whatever it may be, they have the suspension setup for you. It's completely custom. I mean, they sell each individual component, and you could say, hey, I want this. Hill, Trevor, Hall over at PMF will suggest certain parts for whatever you are looking for. In our case, I said I wanted to go about a ½ inch higher in the front than in the back, and I want it to look awesome. I mean, I've been doing PMF suspension on all of the Ford builds, personal or giveaway trucks, all of them that we've done in the past, and I've never had an issue with fitment, never had an issue with anything breaking, and just awesome customer service, and they look awesome. Love the logo, love all of the intricate details, like on the 3-link arms down there, the traction bars, which we will show you momentarily, but everything on the suspension is powder coated in Illusion Shocker Yellow, which is basically like a high vis. Once these rock lights are off, it doesn't look as bright as that, which I will show you in a bit once we look at the interior. But it's an awesome, awesome color. I think it goes very well with the wrap. Hopefully you do too. All right, so what we decided to go with from PMF was the 3.5 inch lift kit, which basically consists of the Icon coils that Trevor Hall provides, PMF top resi mount brackets, which are supposed to have these resis from the Fox 2.5 shocks mounted up here, but the hose wasn't long enough, so what we decided to do was take PMF billet clamps. These are PMF as well, which are absolutely gorgeous billet clamps for 2.5 inch diameter shocks. And instead of that, going up here, we put an LG&D X PMF plate. Little collaboration because we like Trevor Hall so much. And no, don't say that because we're friends. That's why I'm using it. No, I actually became friends with Trevor Hall through buying many, many lift kits because I like them so much, and now we're good friends. But Trevor Hall is a very, very cool guy. If you have a Ford and you don't win this one, I suggest using PMF. Not a paid ad at all. No discount. 3.5 inch lift kit, Fox 2.5 resi shocks, 3-link arms, which basically just replaces the stock radius arms that are absolutely hideous. Allows you to powder coat them, they look cooler, more functionality, allows you to adjust, so if you wanted to, you can lift this thing up to, I believe you can go up to 10 inches with these 3-link arms and adjust them, which adjusts the pitch of your axle, or you can go down to like stock height or an inch below stock. So very adjustable if you ever want to change your suspension setup, which is why I like it so much. A lot of other companies also offer that. I stick with PMF, but if you want to adjust your suspension setup higher, lower, whatever it is, you can with this and retain everything. The only thing that you would need to change would be the coils or do coilovers, bags, whatever it may be, and your shock. Another nice thing about the front end is that we did an adjustable track bar by PMF, and since the valance is so big, it's going to be a little tough to see it. But adjustable track bar by PMF, along with the dual stabilizers with Fox stabilizers. Well, the dual stabilizer kit from PMF, which consists of the bracket, the center bracket that attaches to the axle, and then the 2 small brackets that go on your tie rod, and then Fox stabilizers. So looks awesome from the side, but that adjustable track bar is going to allow you to also adjust your track if you ever wanted to raise or lower the truck. So very, very versatile suspension that we have here on this truck, if you ever want to change it for whatever reason. On to diff covers. So we have the PMF diff covers as well. So they have two different logos actually. They have the regular PMF logo, and then they have the eagle, which they put on the eagle with the welding stick in one hand and then the rod in the other actually. It's like small details, just like that. But that's obviously powder coated in the Illusion shocker as well. Front and back, it allows for, I believe, 2 more quarts over stock, and they just look awesome. We didn't do every single part that they offer on this truck, but we did most of it. We have the steel braided brake lines from them as well on the front, and they sell these in a couple different colors. I believe they have like red, green, blue tint. This one is the smoke tint, so it just matches the best. Onto the back, we have adjustable PMF traction bars, which again, they actually have a few different styles. They have just the straight bar ones, they have the ones with these cutouts, and then they have full sheet metal traction bars, which are absolutely massive. I wouldn't suggest them for a truck this. I wouldn't even say this is low, but I wouldn't suggest it for a truck this low. I would do those on like a 20-inch lifted truck. And then onto the back, not too much back here. Nice and simple, just the PMF diff cover, and then the PMF traction bar mounts, and then you have the Fox 2.5 shocks in the back as well with the resis. Wheel and tire setup, we got 22x14 KG1 forged Aristo in black and milled with metal lugs, black spiked lug nuts. And to top it off, we have the 355/40 R22 Nito MT trail grapplers, which are perhaps the meatiest tire you can get for a 14-inch wide wheel, and that's what we were going for. Something with a little bit more meat than what we normally do. Something to actually get you from point A to point B, you know, go through drive-throughs and maybe hit a curb, not screw up your wheel, but you still have the chance of screwing up your wheel if you hit a curb big enough and square enough. If you can drive, you'll be fine. Ones that are worried about curbing these wheels, you should probably keep your truck stopped. As far as the exterior, that is it. These steps come with the truck. We didn't do that, but we did make that chrome. We did make that chrome trim black. So now the steps are completely black because this is a chrome trim from factory. Anyway, so we decided to go with, I personally wanted to do the maroon interior. If you want to consider this maroon, I would call it maroon. Just because it's different. I like color on my interiors, and I feel like a lot of people really like the different colors, and just it's more what's the word for it?
Bougie.
Bougie, there you go. You get what I mean, I hope. So, fully loaded 2021 Platinum. For the 2021 versus 2020, there's really no difference. 2019 to 2020, there was a difference. The whole front end was updated, the whole rear end was updated as far as lights go. But the interior from like 2017 to 2021 is pretty much exactly the same. So it has the full 360 view cameras. You know, let's just hop in. All right, so the interior on this truck, I will not go too into detail because you could probably just watch a Ford overview or something from Shmee or something like that. But of course, fully loaded Platinum, so it does have the 360 view cameras, has complete moonroof. What do you call that? Panoramic roof?
Panoramic.
So full moonroof. It doesn't all open, which would be really, really cool, but I don't think anybody has figured out a solution to that yet. So only the front opens right now. Maroon interior, like I said, maroon and black. Actually, no, it's maroon and gray. I'll call it like burgundy. Beautiful interior. You have your wireless charging pad, Apple CarPlay, of course, Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is a great sound system. Guys, there's just so many features to this truck that I just can't show them all. I mean, I can go so far into depth. It's just that I would need to look at every single piece because it's just, there's a lot. So either way, the main key points are that it is fully loaded and it has everything that Ford offers, and most brands have everything. Oh, massage sheets, can't forget that. It does have massage sheets. Let's see. There we go. Yup. Yeah, that's nice. Put it on high. Come on. Passenger and driver. Long road trips.
Oh. Wait,
okay, so the Aux Switches, factory option on these. So you have the option to add 4 more lights, but the 20 rock lights are controlled off of 2 switches. So you have your wheel wells, your wheel well lights all on 1 switch, and then you have the underbody lights all on another switch. So you don't need to run all of them all the time. Back outside. One more thing. That bullet antenna, you know where that came from? That could actually win you this truck. Imagine that. And I'm not kidding. That bullet antenna, add that to cart, check out, and your order could just contain the lucky entry to winning this truck. Keys, title in your name, and $40,000 in cash. And this is actually $40,000 cash, real cash. I go over it every single time. If you guys watch all of our past overview videos, you will hear some repetitiveness. And the reason for that is because some people, maybe like you, that are watching the first overview video ever from us, are wondering what I'm talking about. If you go back, you will see. It's kind of hard to believe sometimes that we actually give away stuff like this. And it is true. It is actually very true. We've given away over $2 million in vehicles and cash prizes to date in just over 2 years of being in business. That is a total of 15 vehicles, actually more than 15 vehicles because we're on LG 16, but we've actually done a few more giveaways than that. So a lot of vehicles and a lot of people, and you could be the next one. This truck can literally be yours along with $40,000 in cash to go with it. So if you don't believe us, don't believe us, but if you want to give it a shot and rock some awesome merch like this shirt right here, actually, that matches your new truck, then head to the website by clicking that link below this video in the description below, or type it in lgndsupplyco.com. Grab anything on the website and you're automatically entered to win. All right, anyways guys, thank you for watching yet another overview video. Thank you for supporting us. Even if you don't order anything, thank you for watching the video. You're still supporting us, and I'll see you next vlog.